Alright, so in the process of getting our bean combine ready to harvest oats, I want to bale the straw, so the straw chopper needs to get moved forward. I got it all unbolted. Pretty sure I got the back fins off. It should be ready just to slide forward, but to do that, I'm going to take it home and we're going to use the twister because I can't get it to move by hand and I don't want to sit back here beating on it with a hammer mashing metal, so use a little horsepower. This is a Gleaner M2 corn and soybean special. Obviously it's a hydrostat because gear drive suck. It kind of takes two hands to start it. You gotta hold the shifter over and turn the key, so find somewhere to sit you for a second. Did you hear that? It only turned over a couple of times and it was running. So then that's your gauge on speed, but also have a speedometer. So put it in high range. The slower version of the high range, so you get about 6 miles an hour out of it just for the farm wind. Then I'll put it in high range for heading down the road. Just gotta go about a mile down the road. Gotta do the old learning curve of how to drive a rear steering vehicle again, because it's weird every year getting in. Nothing like the first time you ever did it, but alright. Talk to you guys later. Alright, so got the straw chopper moved up, bolted in, so it should let all the straw just fall right down into a windrow for me to bale into straw. Dad adjusted the cylinder speed and the cylinder gap, so we should be good to harvest sometime tomorrow. I'll probably have a video out on that pretty soon. Everything should be good to go. Just gotta go get some gravity wagons now, and then we got hay on the ground and ready to bale, so I'm sure I'll bring you guys along for that too. Okay, got gravity wagons brought over by the oats field. As you can see, it is real weedy. That's gonna make harvesting hard, but we're gonna try it. Yep, wagons pulled over fine. I have no clue what kind of yield I'm looking at on this, so I just brought 2 for now. We got 2 more I can bring just to hold it while I get a bin up for the oats to go in or get them sold, whichever comes first. So next time I talk to you guys on this video, I'll probably be getting in the combine to go out harvest. Alright, so came out to start combining and broke a belt. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some wire, we're gonna poke a hole right here, right here. We're gonna stitch that belt back together and put it back on. No, I'm not gonna do that. We have many other bean heads, and we're gonna go get a belt off of one of those. So it's the belt that runs the big feed auger that brings all the grain to the center for it to pick up. It's kind of windy out here, so you might get a little bit of wind, but it's this belt runs this auger. So we'll get a new one of those and get started again. Alright, hopefully you guys can see some of what I see. Not really a great spot to mount a camera in the cab of the combine. It is weedy out here. Very, very weedy. But I'm getting them harvested. Yield doesn't appear to be great, but all the weeds, some of them are knocked down because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to pick them with all the weeds, and then I just decided to go try it. So they're a little bit over past due. They're definitely ready to harvest. The weeds actually aren't causing too much of a problem. I just got to slow down. I'm going 1.8 to 2 miles an hour. It isn't terrible. I was expecting 1 mile an hour. I got that belt replaced. We found a belt. It's very, very similar. It might just be a slight bit smaller, like width-wise. It's the same length, but it works. So we're going with it. And then there's the metal pans. They're kind of rust-colored down there that lay right where the oats fall in on them. One of the latches on one of those broke, so it started flopping around, so I had to go rob one of those off one of the other 5 heads we have. Nice part about having so much extra equipment around, you can just go rob parts. I think I got you guys a little time lapse out on the handrail of me going along, and then in the actual hopper, just a short time lapse. The hopper I'm sure was boring, but you can see how much is going in there. It's not a lot, but better than getting nothing off of it. I don't know if you guys can see over there. It's making a nice windrow for me to come through. I'll probably rake it up. Since all the weeds are in it, it has to dry before I can bale it. So I'll probably just end up raking 2 into 1 since I need to rake it and turn it over anyways. And then I'll be able to come through and bale it for straw. It won't be the highest quality straw, but it'll work for bedding or decoration on Halloween. Just won't be able to charge a premium for it. It started to sprinkle just for a few seconds, but it wasn't enough to hurt anything. had to make some adjustments once I got out here. At first it was kind of just spitting all the oats out, so we had to open the sieves up and turn the fan in the straw water and the sieves down. It was kind of just blowing all the oats out. So we got that opened, and then we opened it just a little bit too far, so it was getting some green leaves and junk in the hopper. Then we got the hopper, or we got to adjust it back to in between. It's not really spitting hardly any out. There is the occasional leaf or weed seed going in the hopper, but it's not bad. It's enough that we can live with it. This will make good horse feed or something, because the oats are pretty good. They're pretty clean. The occasional weed leaf isn't really going to hurt a horse. So, I'll talk to you if anything interesting. Alright, so it's the next day. It's hot, real hot, humid. Oats got poured on while I was out combine. We had a random storm, 0% chance of rain. Started pouring. Pretty much ruined those oats, so I fed them to the cows. Had about 100 bushel. Spread it out between the the feedlot and the herd for 2 days. So they're all fed now. Fed some yesterday, fed some today. Gotta let it dry out now before I can go back out in the field and harvest oats to keep. Sucks that I lost those, but at least it was only 100 bushel and I didn't have a wagon full when it started pouring. But just wanted to say, hope you guys enjoyed watching the combine. I'll get you some better footage when I go out and continue harvesting. As always, have a good one.